What if I told you? The biggest wealth transfer in modern history is happening right now, and most people are completely ignoring it. While headlines scream, Bitcoin is down 50%, XRP crashed again. Behind the scenes, something much bigger is happening. New financial rails are being built, entire industries are moving on-chain, and the people who understand it early could position themselves for one of the largest financial shifts of our lifetime. Most people look at crypto the wrong way. They stare at price charts. They obsess over whether Bitcoin is up or down. But insiders inside the Web3 space say that's actually the least important metric right now. Because real adoption, that's happening quietly in the background. Banks, financial institutions, asset managers, they're all preparing for a new financial infrastructure built on blockchain. And if that happens, this won't just be another tech trend. It could reshape the entire global financial system. And according to industry experts, every generation experiences 3 major wealth transfers in their lifetime. But what's happening right now might combine 2 of them at the same time. Throughout history, massive wealth shifts usually come from one of 2 things: a major technological breakthrough or a new monetary system. Think about it. The internet created trillion-dollar companies. Mobile technology created entirely new industries. And the people who adopted those technologies early, they captured enormous wealth. But blockchain might be different, because for the first time, a technological revolution and a financial revolution are happening at the same time. Web3, ESANAT. Just a new app or platform. It's a new financial layer for the internet. This is where most investors make a mistake. They think crypto success means buy low, sell high. But money, long-term investors see it differently. The real goal isn't just price appreciation. It's ownership of the infrastructure. Instead of asking, when do I sell? They're re-asking a different question. How do I position myself to use this system when it becomes global? Because if blockchain becomes the backbone of finance, owning pieces of that network could become incredibly valuable. And this is where something even bigger enters the conversation: utility. Because the projects that survive this cycle won't be the loudest. They'll be the ones solving real problems. Experts in the crypto wealth management industry are now focused on one thing: utility. In simple terms, is the technology actually being used? Is it solving real-world problems? Are institutions adopting it? Because if the answer is yes, that's where the real long-term value comes from. And this is exactly why some investors are paying close attention to blockchain networks designed for financial infrastructure. Networks built with regulation, compliance, and institutional adoption in mind. Now imagine a future where almost everything can be tokenized. Your house, stocks, bonds, real estate, even ownership of physical assets. Instead of buying an entire property, you could own a fraction of it through blockchain. And eventually, those tokenized assets could be used instantly across financial networks. In theory, you could even spend a small fraction of a tokenized asset, the same way you use money today. That level of financial flexibility could completely change how assets move across the global economy. But for all of this to work, one thing has to happen first: trust. One of the biggest barriers holding crypto back today isn't technology. It's regulation. Institutions need clear rules before they can fully enter the space. But once regulatory clarity arrives, that's when things could accelerate fast. Banks, financial advisors, asset managers, they could finally begin integrating digital assets into traditional portfolios. And that's when crypto moves from being a speculative market to becoming a legitimate asset class inside global finance. Another major shift coming to Web3 is how people generate income. Instead of simply holding assets and hoping prices rise, investors could eventually earn income directly from their digital assets. Yield generation, tokenized financial products, on-chain liquidity systems. These systems are still developing, but many institutions are already building infrastructure that could allow digital assets to produce steady returns. And if that model scaled, it could fundamentally change how wealth is managed. But the most fascinating part of this entire transformation is how future generations might look back at us. Think about it. Right now, we carry paper money in our pockets, but in the future, people might laugh at that. They might ask, "You actually used paper to pay for things?" Because by then, most financial systems could run entirely on digital networks and tokenized assets. And the people who understood this shift early may have positioned themselves right at the center of it. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure you like the video and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of finance, crypto, and Web3. And in the comments below, tell me this. Do you think blockchain will actually replace traditional financial systems, or is the hype bigger than the reality? Let's talk about it.